Hello everyone, I am Shilpa B. So today let us start with the internal sorting and binary searching topic of module 2 file structures. So what exactly is internal sorting and binary searching, and what are the different problems we have in these methods and how we can overcome this? So all those things we are going to discuss today. If the file has fixed length records, knowing the RRL lets us compute the record's byte offset and jump to it using direct access. If we know RRN, you can directly jump to the particular position and you can get your record. But if we do not know the byte offset or RRN of the record we want, what we can clearly, we need to find a better way to handle keyed access, right? So in order to do this, we have an option called as binary search. Search by guessing, or we can call it as binary searching. Suppose you have a 1000 fixed length record, and suppose the file is sorted, so the records appear in ascending order by key. Okay, so usually keep it in mind whenever we go for binary searching, then what we need to do is initially the list or the set of records whatever you have in the file needs to be sorted either in ascending order or in alphabetical order. You need to sort the records in the file, then only we can start with the binary search operation. So we start by comparing with the middle key in the file, which is the key whose RRN is 500. So if your middle key, if you want to search, which is having RRN 500, because we start from RRN 0 to 999, so the middle key will be RRN 500. The result of the comparison tells us which half of the file contains search record. Okay, so usually middle key is 500. Suppose your key is greater than 500. The RRN which you select, which you want to search, is greater than 500. Then it will come to the right half of your particular file, and if your RRN is less than 500, it will go to left half of the uh, file. The remaining will not be considered. Next, we compare second record with the middle key among records in the selected half of the file to find out which quarter of the file. So this process is repeated until either search record is found or we have narrowed the number of potential records to zero. So this kind of searching we call it as binary searching. Let us go for the algorithm of binary search so that the concept will be more clear. So here what we are going to do is we are going to take a binary search function, and we are going to pass some of the parameters like file and object and key, whatever. Okay, so we are going to do the binary search procedure for the records which are stored in the file. Now let us take number of records in my file is 7. Okay, and I will take those records like this. I will represent it as a block. So starting from RRN 0, starting from RRN 0 to RRN 6, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So we are starting from RRN 0 and we have 7 different records. Now what I am going to do is I will write all the records in ascending order. So that is very important for binary search. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G. These are the records I have, for example. And now our binary search procedure starts with, we are making low is equal to 0. So we are taking a pointer called low and we are pointing it to 0. And we take one more pointer called high, and we are pointing it to file.numRecords minus 1. That is nothing but number of records are 7 minus 1, that is 6. So high is pointing to 6. Okay. Now the next thing we want to do is, if low is less than or equal to high. Now low is 0, high is 6. Obviously the condition is true. So when the condition is true, we need to do all these operations. When low becomes greater than high, we need to wind up the process. Okay. So when now low is less than or equal to high, the condition is true. So what we are going to do now, we need to find out the mid value. We write it as guess. So guess is nothing but the mid value you are going to find. So the mid value, how can we find out the mid value? High minus low divided by 2. So high is nothing but 6, low is nothing but 0, whole divided by 2 is nothing but 3. So 3 is nothing but your guess. Right? Now you are going to read by RRN. You are going to go to the file and you are going to read the RRN with the object and guess as the parameters. Read by RRN function will be done with the object and guess. That means you are going to get all these value whatever is stored in guess in this particular function. Now compare, if object.key is equal to key, then return 1. So what is object.key? The key whichever you got just now, right? So object.key is D. Now I am going to give my key as D, search key as D. Now D will be compared with the D. So search successful. Now record found and you can return 1. Suppose your search record is D itself. In the first iteration you will get your record. Right? Suppose my key is A. Okay. So what it is going to do? It is going to compare it with the object key. So object key is nothing but D. Whether D is equal to A? No. Then it is going to compare object key D whether it is greater than the key whatever you have. Whether D is greater than A? Yes, true. So when it is true, what it is going to do? High is equal to guess minus 1. So now your high is equal to what is guess? 3 minus 1, that is 2. Now high is pointing to 2. So here it will be your new high value. Now when we do like this, what is the actual thing happens? When high is this, then it will come back to your while loop again and it will iterate the same steps, right? So when we are going to do in the next iteration, high value will be 2 instead of 6. So now the thing is, we are just neglecting this part. The whole part we are going to neglect. We are not going to consider all these things. Now our file is only this much. This is our new file now with only these data. So this is the concept of binary search. Now we are making high as 2, right? And then once again it will see whether low is less than or equal to high. 0 is less than or equal to high, condition is true. So it is going to find out the mid value by high minus low by 2. So 2 minus 0, that is 2 by 2, 1. So this will be your guess, new guess value. Okay. Now what you are going to do? Then again that value will be red. So B will be your object.key now. So object.key will be compared with the key. So now key is A, right? So object.key is B. So whether B is equal to A? No. Then it will see whether B is greater than A. This is true. Now what it is going to do, when this condition is true, it will make high is equal to guess minus 1. Now what is your high? This was your high initially. Now your high will become guess minus 1. That is nothing but this. This will be your high. So high and low is pointing to the same thing now, 0. Okay. Again it will iterate whether low is less than or equal to high. Yes, low is equal to high. Now it will iterate with the guess is equal to high minus low by 2. So 0 minus 0 by 2, that is 0 itself. So your guess will also be pointing to the same thing. Now your low, high and guess, all the three is pointing to the same position, that is 0. Okay. Then it is going to compare whether object dot key is equal to key. What is object dot key now? That is A itself. So whether A is equal to the key, whatever you had given, that is A. Yes, it is true. Now it will return 1 with the record found condition. So now your record got found. So this is how the algorithm works. Suppose your key is, say, let me take, suppose your key is bigger than the mid value. Okay. So for example, I will consider the key as some f. Okay. When the key is f, what it is going to do, so initially it will come over here. So here also we will just erase all these things in order to avoid the confusions. So this is your low, this was your high, and now I had sent key is equal to f. Okay. Now I am going to find out the guess now. Guess is nothing but this point is your guess, right? Then read the file. Then it is going to compare whether the object key is nothing but D. So D is equal to F. So no, it is false. So it is going to go for the next condition, whether the object key is greater than F. No, once again the condition false. So it will go to else part and it will make low is equal to guess plus 1. So what will happen now? Low is equal to guess is nothing but 3. 3 plus 1, that is 4. Now your low will be pointing to this. So what will happen now? When low is this, and again it will iterate your while loop, right? So in the while loop, it will consider low as 4 instead of 0. So all these part is now eliminated from your process. Only this part you are going to consider, only the right half. So now let us go for binary search versus sequential search. So we have already seen what is sequential search, where record will be searched from the beginning. It will start one by one record. It will go on accessing all the records. When you reach the record whichever you want to search, in that position it will wind up saying record found. If there is no that record is not there in your file, then what will happen is it will go till the last record and it will wind up saying there is no record found. Okay, so this is your sequential search. But in binary search, what will happen? You are not going to search all the records. Instead, you are going to go for the middle record, and then your search will be constrained to only those part where your record exactly is. Okay. So binary searching, it works only when the list of records is ordered in terms of the key we are using in the search. So to make use of binary searching, we have to be able to sort a list on the basis of a key. Okay. So what are the difference between binary search and sequential search? File with the n records takes at most log n to the power 2 plus 1 comparison in binary search. But in sequential search, it will be n records takes at most n comparison. At most, in the sense, if you have your record in nth position, then it should search till nth position. So till the last position, right? So in the sequential search, it should go sequentially from the 0th record till the nth record should go. But in binary search, if you consider, it will be log n to the power 2 plus 1 comparisons. And what about the average time? So in the average time, I can tell in the binary search it is log n to the power, to the base 2 plus half comparisons, and average time for sequential search it is n by 2. If your record is in the middle, then average time taken for sequential search it is n by 2. So total time is big O of log n to the base 2, which is smaller compared to your sequential search time. It is big O of n. Doubling the file size adds only one more guess to our worst case. But if we increase the size of the file, we double the number of comparison in sequential search. So obviously time required for comparison and number of comparison will be high in sequential search if we compare it with the binary search. So in that case we can wind up saying that binary search is good, right? But the thing is, if we go for binary search, you need to have your list of records needs to be sorted. So we have a particular algorithm for this. We call it as internal sorting algorithm. So internal sorting algorithm, an internal sort is any data sorting process that takes place entirely within the main memory of the computer. So it will sort the records automatically. This is possible whenever the data to be sorted is small enough to all be held in the main memory. So if all the data is there in your main memory, then you can go for internal sorting algorithm. Otherwise it is not possible. If the data is bigger than that and if you are using external memory to store the data, then internal sorting is not possible. In that case, for binary searching, you need to follow some other sorting techniques like bubble sort or something else. So you need to go for some other sorting technique for binary searching, because in binary search you need to have sorted list in the beginning, right? So the limitations of binary searching and internal sorting, both we are going to consider now. So the first problem we have is binary searching requires more than one or two accesses. See, if we compare binary search with the sequential search, obviously binary search is good. The performance is better than sequential search, because in sequential search it is directly proportional. So whenever you are increasing the number of records in your file, it will directly increase the time consuming, and it will increase the number of searches also. So that is in the sequential search, but not in binary search. But still, binary search, it is not going to give you a direct access, like in one search you will get the things. That is not possible in binary search. There might be more than one or two accesses. So that is one of the small drawback of binary searching. If we get the record whatever we are going to find, if we get it in one seek, then it will be good. We can wind up saying that it is a good algorithm. But binary search is not so good, because it is going to give your search key within, it might be more than two axes sometimes if your file is big. Now, the problem too is nothing but keeping a file sorted is very expensive. See, in binary searching, the first thing we need to do is sort the things, sort the records, whatever is there in your file. If you want to apply binary search operation, then you need to sort it. So, in order to sort, if you have an internal sorting technique, then it is fine, it will be sorted automatically. Otherwise, if suppose your data is more, you have lots of data with you, and if you want to sort, internal sorting is not possible. That is the third problem you can see. An internal sort works only on small files. If it is bigger than your memory, then you have to use an external memory, then internal sorting is not possible. You have to go for some other sorting technique. So when you go for some other sorting technique, obviously that will make the things costlier, expensive. So that is the problem of binary searching. And the problem three we have is internal sort works only for small files. So these are the different limitations of binary searching and internal sorting. But still we are using it for smaller files. It will give you a very good result. That's why we are using binary search and internal sort now also. So that's about today's session. Thank you guys.